Hello everyone. Today in lecture series of overcurrent protection, we'll discuss the very important topic which is concept of PSM and TMS. With we will see the different numerical examples based on these concepts. So first, if you're talking about the protective relays in electrical engineering, so during study of electrical protective relays, some terms are frequently used and which is very important for understanding the relays and their calculations. For proper understanding the functions of different protective relays, the definition of such terms must be understood properly, and these terms are listed here. This is basically pickup current. Pickup current I already discussed in last previous lecture. Current setting, which is I already discussed in previous lecture in very short form. That is again next term is plug setting multiplier and time setting multiplier. If you remember that last lecture or previous lecture, I will tell you the term that is PSM and TSM is present here, which is I discussed in later lecture. So today I will most focus on this PSM and TMS or TSM term. So basically first term is that what is pickup current of relay. So in very short form we will say that the current for which the relay initiates or operates, that value of current is called as pickup current of relay. If I am elaborating these things, that is in all electrical relays the moving contacts are not free to move, and all the contacts remain in their respective normal position by some force applied to them continuously. This force is basically called the controlling force of the relay, and this controlling force may be the gravitational force, may be a spring force, or may be a magnetic force. And the force applied to the relay's moving parts for changing the normal position of the contacts is called deflecting force. This deflecting force is always in opposition of controlling force and is present always in the relay. The deflecting torque or deflecting force basically always present in the relay, which is directly connected to a live line, or this is called the main line. As the magnitude of this force is less than controlling force in normal condition, the relay does not operate. If the actuating current in the relay coil increases gradually, the deflecting force in electromechanical relay is also increased. And once the deflecting force crosses the controlling force, the moving parts of the relay initiate to move to change the position of the contacts in the relay, and this change of position of the contact in the relay is due to the some value of the current which is increases with respect to the preset value of the current. So the current for which the relay initiates its operation or relay move to change the position of the contacts at this particular value of current is known as the pickup current of relay. If if I take one example, that if our relay is operated at 5 ampere current, that means if relay closes the contacts at 5 ampere, that means this 5 ampere will be the pickup current of this relay, because at this value of relay current the relay will be operated. Now next term is current setting of relay. This is also very important term. So current setting of relay, we will say that the minimum pickup, the value of the deflecting force of an electrical relay is constant. Again, if we are talking, the deflecting force of the coil is proportional to its number of turns and the current flowing through the coil. Now if we can change the number of active turns of the any coil, the required current to reach at minimum pickup value to the deflecting force in the coil also changes. That means if active turns of the relay coil are reduced, then proportionally more current is required to produce desired relay actuating force. Similarly, if active turns of the relay coil are increased, then proportionally reduced current is required to produce same desired deflecting force. Practically, same model relays may be used in different systems. As per this system requirements, the pickup current of the relay is adjusted, and this is known as the current setting of the relay. This is achieved by providing the required number of tapping in the coil. These taps are brought out to a plug bridge, and the number of active turns in the coil can be changed by inserting a plug different points in the bridge. If we take one example to understand this topic, this is if suppose that a relay is set at 5 ampere, that means it will operate if the current exceeds 5 ampere. Below 5 ampere the relay will be not operate. So we have, there are a number of tappings on the current coil available for the current setting. Here one important point is noted that the relay which is used for phase to phase fault protection can be set at 50% to 200% of the rated current in steps of 25%. That means if I am taking the current rating of this relay is 5 ampere and we have the phase to phase fault, so we will set at 50% to 200%. That means it can be set at 2.5 ampere and the step will be 25%. That means after 2.5 ampere this value will be set at 3.75 ampere, then 5 ampere, then 10 ampere. So here we will see that the relay setting is 50% to 200%, that is 5 ampere. If the usual current rating of the relay is 5 ampere, then it 50% is 2.5 ampere and maximum 200%, that means 10 ampere, and this is the step will be 25%, that means 1.25. so the value will be 2.5 ampere, 3.75 ampere, 5 ampere and last till 10 ampere. Now when a relay is set at 2.5 ampere, then it will be operate when current exceeds the 2.5 ampere. When the relay is set at 10 ampere, it will operate when current exceeds the 10 ampere. Does not matter what is the relay rating, that is 5 ampere. But if we are, current setting will be provided as a phase to phase fault for 50% to 200% of the rated rating of the relay in the step of 25%, and this particular value is provided in the relay, so the relay will be operated. So at the same time, when we have the any ground fault or earth fault, then this setting will be 20% to 80% of the rated current in steps of 10%. That means in case of phase to phase fault, the relay setting will be 50% to 200% of the rated current in steps of 25%. At the same time, if the fault occurs, that is ground faults, then this setting will be 20% to 80% of the rated current in steps of 10%. Here we will see that the formula of the current setting is basically pickup current upon rated secondary current of CT, secondary current of CT into 100%, that is this value will be in percent. And pickup current I already discussed here. What is the pickup current? Where the relay will be operate or initiate the operate, this is will be the pickup value of the current. Now if time current curves are drawn, then current is taking in ampere on the x-axis, so there will be one graph for each setting of the relay. That means if we have provided the current setting, there will be large number of different values of the current that we will set the relay. So for one graph for each setting of the relay, so this is the very complex situation, and to avoid this type of complex situation, we will use the plug setting multipliers on the x-axis. Now what is the plug setting multiplier of the relay? This is a very important term. Plug setting multiplier is basically the actual RMS current flowing in the relay expressed as a multiple of the setting current is known as plug setting multiplier. Here setting current is also equal to the pickup current. I am talking here setting current, that means this is pickup current. So we need to now express the current which is flow in relay in terms, multiple terms of the setting current. Suppose here we will take one example. The rating of a relay is 5 ampere and it is set at 200%, that means 10 ampere. If the 10 ampere, that means now the relay will operate when the current value is exceeded by 10 ampere. If the current flowing through the relay is 100 ampere, then the plug setting multiplier will be 10. This is the multiple of the plug setting multiplier. because the current is 10 ampere, or if the current flowing through the relay is 100 ampere in real, then the plug setting multiplier will be 10. That means 10 into 10 equal to 100. The PSM equal to 4 means 40 ampere of current is flowing. That means if PSM is 4, so if we multiply this by the current setting, that is 10 ampere, the 4 into 10 ampere. Now if PSM is 6, that means 60 ampere of current is flowing, and so on. If the same relay is set at 50%, so the rating of relay is 5 ampere. Then if the relay is set at 50%, that is the current will be 2.5 ampere. 2.5 ampere is the current, where now the fault current is increases by the 2.5 ampere, then the relay will be operated. So if the PSM equal to 4, that means 2.5 into 4, that is 10 ampere. If PSM is 6, that means 2.5 into 6, that is 15 ampere. That means this is the multiple of the current flowing through the relay. Okay, actual flowing of the relay, which is in terms of multiple of this current, is known as basically PSM. There is different formulas for PSM. All formulas same, but we will use different parameters to find the PSM. So we say that fault current upon percent current setting into CT ratio. Other different term for PSM is CT secondary current upon current setting in the relay. Now next one is time setting multiple of relay. So time setting multiple of relay is, that means we will express as the operating time of an electrical relay mainly depends upon two factors. First one is how long distance to be traveled by the moving parts of the relay for closing relay contacts, and second factor is that how fast the moving parts of the relay cover the distance. So far, by adjusting relay operating time, both of the factors we will need to be adjusted. The adjustment of traveling distance of an electromechanical relay is commonly known as time setting. This adjustment is commonly known as time setting multiplier of the relay. But by adjusting only time setting multiplier, we cannot set the actual time of operation of an electrical relay. So we already said that the time of operation also depend upon the speed of operation. The speed of moving parts of the relay depends upon the force due to the current in the relay coil. So it is clear that the speed of operation of an electrical relay depends upon the level of fault current. In other words, I will tell you the time of operation of the relay depends upon plug setting multiplier, that means PSM. The relation between time of operation and plug setting multiplier is plotted on a graph paper, and this is known as the PSM graph. Here we will see that this is the PSM graph. From this graph, one can determine the total time taken by the moving parts of an electromechanical relay to complete its total traveling distance for different PSM. So when the time setting is given, the moving parts of the relay have to travel some particular times of the total traveling distance we will find out. So if we are talking about the time versus PSM curve, so this is basically a relation curve between operating time and plug setting multiplier of an electrical relay. X-axis of horizontal axis of the time PSM graph represent PSM, and Y-axis is or vertical axis is basically represents the time of operation of the relay. The time of operation represent the graph is that which required to operate the relay when the time setting multiplier is set at different values. Here we will see that the time setting multiplier or PSM is set at different values, and what is the operating time is required for different type of plug setting multiplier. So this curve basically give the information to what is the operating time at different plug setting multiplier values. This is very important for calculation of relay operation time. Now if we are coming to the calculation of relay operation time for point of view of numerical examples to how to set the relay operating, so we need to know these following operations, that is current setting. I already decided fault current level, we need to find out the fault current level, we need to find the ratio current transformer, time PSM come out, time setting. So if we move step by step, so first step we need to find out from CT ratio, we first see the rated secondary current of CT. If we need to solve the numerical examples based on PSM and TSM, we need to follow these following steps very carefully. So first step, to find the rated secondary current of current transformer. So just for example, if CT ratio is 100 upon 1 ampere, that means secondary current of current transformer is 1 ampere. So this is first step, we find out the current transformer secondary current, this is 1 ampere. Now second step is, from current setting we calculate the trip current of the relay. Here by mistakenly we write the trick. Here mentioned trick is the trip current. From current setting we calculate the trip current of the relay. That means at which value of current the relay will be tripped. Say for example, current setting of the relay is 1. If the current setting of the relay is 150%, therefore the pickup current of the relay is 150%. That means 1.5 ampere. Convert in the ampere. So this is 1.5 ampere. This is simple step. Now third step is to calculate the PSM for the specified faulty current level. For that we have to first divide primary fault current by CT ratio to get relay faulty current, and say the faulty current level is if example our fault current is 1500 ampere. That means if any fault occurs in transmission line or any protected section and the current will be 1500 ampere, so in the CT primary this current will be flow through the CT primary winding. So hence what is the secondary equivalent of fault current is 15 ampere, because in step first we seen here the CT ratio is 100 upon 1 ampere. So if we find the secondary equivalent current, so this is will be for 1500 upon 100 upon 1, that means this is 15 ampere. This is the secondary equivalent fault current. So now PSM will be found by the formula. This is here mentioned. The CT secondary current upon current setting in the relay. CT secondary current we will find out, this is 15 ampere. Current setting of the relay we already find in step 2, which is 1.5 ampere. So now PSM will be 10. Here we will see next slide, that is we already find out in step second the current setting will be 1.5 ampere. In step third we will find the CT secondary, that is 15 ampere by putting the formula PSM. This is relay fault current upon pickup current, the secondary current, that means this will be the fault current, or already this formula is also derived in terms of the secondary current upon pickup current. So secondary current will be 15 ampere and pickup current will be 1.5, that is equal to 10. So now we have the value of PSM. So now move to the step 4. Step 4 is that after calculating PSM we have to find out the total time of operation of the relay from time PSM curve or time PSM table. Sometimes we will given time PSM table. We will see in next slide. There is some example where we will given the time PSM table. So if we give the time PSM table or if we give the time PSM curve, so after calculating PSM we have to find out the total time of operation of the relay from time PSM curve. So if we seen the curve of this type of relay, so if we example that at PSM 10 the operation of relay is 3 seconds, which is mentioned in time PSM curve or time PSM table. Here I am simply assuming at PSM equal to 10, that at that particular time the time operation will be 3 seconds. So now fourth step is our to find out the total time of operation. Now step 5 is the final step. Finally the operating time of relay would be multiplied with time setting multiplier in order to get actual time of operation of relay. That means here I am assuming the time setting of the relay is 0.1. This time setting is already given in our numerical examples. So here I am assuming the time setting of the relay is 0.1, and here step 4 I am already calculated what is the time of operation at PSM 10. The time of operation at PSM 10 is equal to 3 seconds. This is multiplied by the time setting of the relay, which is I assume 0.1, then 3 into 0.1, which is finally find out the 0.3 second or 300 millisecond. That means at PSM 10 when the fault current is 1500 ampere, the relay will take the 0.3 second or 300 millisecond to operate. So quickly we move to the some example. This is the example. This is here I am first understand that this is the table which I am talking here, PSM and operating time in seconds. So we need to move as step by step, as I told earlier. In sometimes this table will be represented as a operating time and PSM curve. So we will need to find the operation time in from the curve. So first step is our here. If we say the find out the secondary current of CT, here we will see that the secondary current of CT is 5 ampere. Clearly 400 upon 5 this is mentioned. So secondary current is 5 ampere. Now next one thing is that we need to find the current setting value. So here current setting value will be 5 into 1.5, this is 7.5 ampere, because current setting is the, here come to the formula, there current setting, that means pickup current upon rated secondary current of CT into 100%. Okay, so here I am here coming, here we will see that the rated current is relay of 5 ampere, and the what is formula here, we will see here the pickup current upon rated secondary current into 100. So pickup current is basically, okay, now here we will see that the already PSM is mentioned, this is 1.5 ampere. So if we need to find out the relay current setting, so simply we need to multiply the secondary current and then multiply by PSM. This is equal to 1.5, this is equal to 7.5 ampere. So we have find the relay current setting. Now we need to step third, we need to find the value of PSM. So for finding the value of PSM, there are the different of formulas. Here we will apply the formula, that is fault current upon relay current setting into CT ratio. Here I am saying one important thing is that the fault current is the primary current of the current transformer. Here fault current is 600 ampere. So 600 ampere upon relay current setting, which we will find out finally already 7.5 ampere into CT ratio, which is 80. This PSM we already find out with the different formulas which is mentioned in previous slide. We put any formula and find out the values. So now we have find the value of PSM, which is equal to 10. Now search in this table, when PSM is 10, the operating time is 2.8. But here we will see that this operating time is given for TMS equal to 1 time multiplier setting, but we need to find at TMS equal to 0.4. So in unitary method or in other method, we easily find out when PSM equal to 10, then at particular time operating time in second is 2.8 during TMS 1. Then when TMS equal to 0.4, the operating time will be 2.8 into 4, this is 1.12 second. This is very easy numerical. Now again next example is that here no table is given, only the values are given. So we find out the same process, we follow the same step which I earlier told in lectures, and solve these questions very easily. So in some questions or some books, the values are derived from other formulas. In some concepts, in some other books, we derive the formulas in other concept, but the process is entirely same. And the process is that there are the steps. If we follow these steps, we easily solve these questions like this. If we are talking about the relay current, we have the relay current, that is the fault current upon CT ratio. Relay current, that means what is the pickup value of the current, or what is the pickup value of current is not equal to relay current. Basically relay current is that what amount of current is flow through the relay, and pickup value of current is that the relay will operate at that value of current. So the relay current is fault current upon CT ratio. Here we will find the 50 ampere, that means 50 ampere of current is flow through the relay. So if you want to find out the value of the current where the relay is operate, that is pickup value of current. So we use the formula current setting into rated secondary current of CT. So now by using formula we find out the pickup value of current. Now we find the PSM. There are the different four formulas which any one is used here in terms of if you want to IR and pickup value. So 50 upon 6.258. So for 8 PSM, the time operation is given 3.2 second, but this is due to 3.2 seconds. So actual time operating time is 3.2 into 5, because this value is given for TMS 1 and we need to find at TMS equal to 0.5. So if for PSM 8 the operation time is 3.2 second, so for TMS equal to 0.5, this time will be 3.2 into 0.5, which is 1.6 seconds. So this is the method to find out the operation time, and this is the very useful and very important thing for the overcurrent protection relay. So thank you very much. I hope all of you are enjoyed.